You're on your way. So have a great morning. The weather's great. Today's a Red River Shootout weekend, right? How many Texas fans do I have? Just a couple? Like 3 of y'all? Oh, y'all are ashamed, huh? And so like y'all don't have the pride anymore y'all had like close to the year. So especially that gentleman over there, the cook. Thanks to the cooking team. They've been cooking the last couple of years.
Yeah!
Oh, I like that. Boomer Sooner, baby. Avery, is Avery around here? That's what I'm waiting on. Well, let's go ahead and get started because it's like time. So I want to hand this off. Avery can come do the prayer.
All right. No, I think I got it. Hi everyone, I'm Quentin, Cripple Kid Q, or Quad Father. I am Coach's one and only quadriplegic. I just want to say thank you to all of our sponsors and volunteers that are out here. Thank you to everyone that is shooting today. Today marks a great day. We're all out here enjoying the sun, shooting guns. Whenever I was younger, I never thought that I would become quadriplegic. I was just like any other 16-year-old kid. I was playing sports, doing football, track, and wrestling. I was ranked 26th in state at the wrestling.
Everybody out underneath the hay barn for safety. We'll get started here in a couple minutes. Please everybody gather underneath the hay barn for the safety meeting.
We're ahead of time. That's good. So, I had done track. I was a self-taught gymnast whenever I was probably by the age of 8. I was doing all kinds of crazy tricks. I never thought that in a million years that on April 2nd, I would do a triple front flip, my feet slip, and I would slam on the top of my head, dislocating C4, C5. Whenever I was in the hospital, I was like anyone else whenever they have an injury. I thought that, I'm not going to be disabled. I'm just going to get out here. I'm going to shake my head. I'm going to pop it back into place and wiggle out of the bed. It didn't work. My dad, for the next 2 weeks, I was in a real low place. I was questioning God. I was saying, why me? Why'd you do this to me? What did I do wrong in my life? But my dad sat me down and he said, son, you can either be miserable and you can just hate life, or you can choose to have a better day. So for the next two and a half months, I went to the Craig Hospital in Denver, Colorado. And the therapist there, they questioned me. They were like, why are you so happy? I said, hell if I know. No, I'm just kidding. So, I actually told them, I said, it's because God's got a plan for me. He knows that 95% of the people that have this high of an injury, they don't make it. They told me that 95% of the people that have this high of an injury, they either end up on a ventilator or they pass away. I never had either, and I can't really say I'm still kicking, but I'm still living my life. But once I got back, the only person to reach out, I thought that I was just going to be stuck in this wheelchair, sitting in my room for the rest of my life. The only person to reach out was Joe Chris Rodriguez. He told me that, hey, just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean that your life sucks. He came up to me and he was like, hey, your dad told me you like sports. I was like, yeah. And he told me, you want to do sports? I was like, hell yeah, brother. Sign me up. So, with that, I have competed at 2 Paralympic Games. I have, I think, 3 national records? I have 3 national records and 5 Paralympic gold medals. I mean, there was no one else in my classification going. So I beat myself.
Yeah, way to go, Q.
Yeah. But unlike anyone else, you will have the best of days. You'll have, for us, you have to deal with UTIs like every other week. But there are days out there where you feel like no one cares about you, no one sees you. I went to the mall with my stepbrothers right after I had gotten back from Denver, Colorado. And while we were going through the mall, there was these kids ahead of us looking back, kind of snickering, looking at me. And being in a wheelchair, it kind of does something to your mental state. But, I can't lie. I kind of went off on them just a little bit. But my stepbrothers told me, they're like, listen, I'm not going to kick anyone's ass for you, so you're going to have to either roll over their toes or something. But Coach Joe Chris and One Chair at a Time, they're like my home away from home. They have boosted my spirit and lifted me up like no other. Compared to last year's shoot, we have doubled our disabled shooter count. Compared to last year, there was not even half of the people you see here today are new. It's absolutely amazing. One Chair at a Time is spread. We cover the entire Panhandle. We actually have one athlete in Lubbock, and it's awesome. So I'm going to pass it to Demetrius, and thank you so much.
Yeah! Woo!
Hello, everybody. My name is Demetrius De Leon. Sorry, let me get my phone ready. Yes, sir. Hello, my name is Demetrius. Everyone calls me D. I've been at OCAP for a year. I originally met Joe Chris when I was 18 at Northwest when I was first injured. I was a gunshot wound, a T11, T12 to be specific. Initially, I didn't want nothing to do with the group. I didn't want to be a part of nothing. But over the last few years, I'm sorry, I'm kind of shaky. Over the last few years, it kind of grew on me. I could speak about my hardship and what I've been through in my injury, but I'd rather not. I'd rather speak on how much I accomplished while being a part of this program. And acknowledge and appreciate the roles that my peers play in my life. They are truly inspiring. I caught back up with Joe Chris last year at Northwest Outpatient Therapy. I had just completed therapy for the first time. From that day on, Joe has had me in the gym, and he has taught me that if you want to learn, you got to lose your ego, and I did. And the program has helped me so much, from helping me get my license, encouraging me to work on my mental health with seeing a counselor. The program has been a big, pivotal moment in me changing my life. And I have gotten my GED, and I'm currently in AC, going to college.
Yeah!
I have my own apartment, and I feel that being a part of this community has honestly made a huge impact in many of the wheelchair homies. I appreciate every second of it. Sorry, guys.
Good D! Yeah!
Hello everybody, my name is Kendra. I'm 20 years old, and I was in a car accident with two of my friends whenever I was 14, and I was left paralyzed. Being paralyzed at the age 14 is terrifying, and there's so many questions and uncertainty. I went through things as a high school girl in a wheelchair that most able-bodied people can't even fathom. I met Joe Chris when I was 15. He wanted me to play sports with him, but I declined. I pushed him away every chance that I could. But it wasn't just the sports that I pushed away, it was the community that he built as well. Joe invited me to every event, dinner, and every speech. I was always silent, always to myself, but he still accepted me. Years later, I decided my senior year that I wanted to do shot put. Joe was so excited, but shot put was hard, more mentally than physically though. Being reminded of everything that I once could do with ease and now how differently life is now. But I pushed. I worked my butt off that season and I actually made it to the state track meet. The best of the best all at one track meet. I was nervous, embarrassed, I felt every emotion at once. With Joe by my side every step of the way, I won 3rd place at state with only 1 year of training, 1 year of even knowing the sport, and I still made 3rd. Joe was so proud of me. I was so proud of me. Shortly after that, I became a coach in training and I helped Joe train the young athletes, and I became a camera girl for One Chair at a Time too. So if any of you see me recording, smile. Anyways, that's all we hear about is how much Joe has helped so many of us with sports. But what we don't talk about is everything else outside of the nonprofit. Joe actually was the one who taught me how to drive for the first time when I was 16. He taught me about hand controls and the best way to get my wheelchair in and out of the car. He also let me borrow his truck for a while whenever my car was totaled at 18. Any chair problems, I call Joe. My wheels are flat, I call Joe. If you need a ride or to rant or cry or just need a friend, Joe's always the one to call. Joe hasn't only impacted my life but so many others. He recently started an adult wheelchair community, and with that has changed my life tremendously. Being around other wheelchair users, hearing their stories and experiences and advice, it's comforting. One Chair at a Time as a whole has helped me and shaped me into the person I am today, and I'm grateful for the life lessons and experiences that I've learned from so many in our adult community, and I'm honored to be part of such a wonderful team. And I just wanted to share a bit about how One Chair at a Time, and Joe specifically, has affected me, and I hope y'all all have fun shooting.
Yeah.
All right, I want to give it to Celebrity Man. He's going to do the prayer, and then I'll hand it off to the safety.